Hello guys and girls and welcome back to Geekism. My name is Jonty and we're here in Planet Coaster. We're going to be doing something a little different today. We're actually here currently in the western area of Sandbox Park, but it's not where we're staying. I just needed to show you something as the video opened. Today is going to be the possibly first of many, I don't know, community creation video. This is something I was never planning on doing originally, and I've had quite a few people ask me about it now, and I thought it would be a nice way of sharing some of the creations that you guys have made, and also the wider Planet Coaster community as well. And the other reason is I've noticed on the Steam Workshop it can be a little, I don't want to say biased, but I noticed the same items coming up a lot. And I'm worried that the algorithm it uses to show popular things means that some things kind of get stuck a little bit at the top for a while. I know, for instance, Lady Designer's fairy tale houses, and there's also Venetian Carousel ride skin that are both stunning, by the way, and very, very nice. You know, they're very worthy of being at the top of the list, but they've actually been there for quite a while. I just think it might be difficult for some maybe slightly more unknown people to get stuff a little bit higher in there to get it noticed. So I'm going to be taking suggestions of stuff. So from now on in the comments, if you ever see, and not just on this video, and any video, if you see something cool that you like the look of, chuck it down in the comments, and I may well feature it in one of these episodes. That's if it goes down well. So let me know what you think of this. It isn't going to be instead of anything. It's just going to be extra content that I do every now and again to show you guys some of the cool things in Planet Coaster. Anyway, I'm waffling on far too much. We've got 4 things to show you today. Let's dive in with the first one. Here we are at the top of the Sundial ride, a Sunflare even. I've never even noticed the top of this. It's King Coaster catching some rays. Look at that. Never even noticed that. Anyway, the reason I've come up here is because actually what I want to show you is at the bottom of this, it's a ride skin, which is kind of a name the community's come up with, and it's made by JayOddity, and it looks like this. Whoa, look at this, a huge roulette wheel that sits at the bottom of the Sunflares. It's absolutely fantastic. It's mostly made using the abstract parts. I always forget what they call them in the game. Let me just have a double check so make sure I'm using the right term. Art shapes they call them, yeah, primitives, isn't it? And it's absolutely stunning, it really is. It comes as one building that you just have to place under the Sunflare. It helps if you crush it down a little into the ground. It could probably go a little further down than I put it here, but for the most part you want to sort of sink it in, and the attention to detail is absolutely stunning on this, right down to the ball there sitting on 00. So yeah, what I want to do with this series is rather than just show you stuff and say, oh that's cool, and then move on, because I've seen a few people do those and I don't really feel that they add much value. Instead, I'm going to try and pick something from each one that I think is a really good idea, or a real nice use of something. And with this, it has to be the use of the art pieces, especially when it comes to writing out letters. What is used here is mostly the extra small rectangle, and then also the extra small triangle for the points on the 1s and the 7s, and a few other places as well. But really the attention to detail is absolutely stunning. There are also lights all the way around the outside. You can use those apparently with another ride nearby and trigger them so that the number runs around. It makes it look like it's spinning. But the use of the primitives here, I just think it's absolutely fantastic. It would be a case of having to draw each number out once, and then being able to copy and paste them round, and then here, to get the angle perfectly, each of these pieces is 2 rectangles and then a third one slightly on a slant. And I assume that what's happened here is he'll have made, it's going to be difficult for me to select now because I've moved it out of a building, but he'll have made sort of this sort of shape, like that, and then duplicated that around in a circle. It must have took so long to get it just right, and actually if you get rid of the ride it gives you a better idea of the setup going on inside. You can see here he must have at some point used a central point to be able to move all of these around, and he looks like he's done it in sort of 3 groups, I think. I'm not sure, but not taking anything away from him, it's absolutely stunning. I think it's a really, really good ride skin. Something I haven't really looked at doing yet is ride skins, and also I just think it's such a fantastic theme. You know, people at the moment are still very much stuck in the sort of pirate theme, sci-fi theme or whatever, and he's really just gone out of the box here to create something incredibly unique. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So that's Roulette Wheel by JayOddity. There will be a link in the description to find that on the Steam Workshop. The next piece I wanted to show you is the Justarantula Memento TR2727, and this is created by Phix, that's Phix. Now, you may well have seen something, if not this piece, another piece by Phix, as he has been shared a couple of times on the official Planet Coaster social media, Facebook page and Twitter and things like that, and his sort of special, I say he, it may well be a woman, I don't know, apologise, their special sort of speciality is sci-fi pieces and huge robotics and set pieces, and this is their newest one, which, would you believe it, is actually a store. It's just a Memento store built into this fantastically detailed robotic tarantula, and not only does it come with that, it comes with a full set piece of a spaceship and tarantula eggs all covered in webs. So there's a few points I want to go over here that I think are really excellent touches. The fact that it's actually robotic and it's powered by people. One thing they've done what's really nice here is they've just staggered the height of these characters, but just the fact that they have different heights now makes them look totally different. There's also a guy doing a bit of work over here where there's a bit of just little attention to detail like this. Absolutely fantastic. The other thing is the use of these wires here are just stunning, and it really just shows you how much detail and how much variation you can get from a single piece, really, which is what this is. These pieces of wire here run along each of these, and also the whole floor is covered in a spider's web that is created using the flat pieces of this wire. It must have taken ages, but it really is stunning. I don't think I've placed this quite perfectly here, so I do apologise, but you get the idea anyway. This whole spider's web has been built using wires, and as you can see, it is stunning. And also, this is I'd have never thought of this as a really good idea, especially for a sci-fi area. The shop. The good thing about the shops is they don't have any collision, really, apart from them needing to be by a path. So he's actually been able to cover the shop with different pieces. So there's a mutt body in there somewhere, amazingly, that if we get rid of with that, there's the one I'm trying to get rid of, you'll see that behind here, there he is. Let's have a look. What's this buddy? What's this guy's name? Martin Latham is actually hiding in there behind this fantastic sort of cover they put the computer in front. So I'm assuming when people walk up there, it's as if they're ordering through the computer and sort of paying digitally. It's absolutely fantastic. What a great idea. And I know out of the whole thing it looks stunning, but for me that is just fantastic. Really, really great idea. And also this thing looks stunning at night time. Look at that. All the lighting comes built into it already. They've gone for some really great green washes. All the lights themselves actually sit underneath the ground, but between the sort of green washes and also the sort of colours that these spaceship engines give out as well, it's just stunning. Little details like the spaceship engines creating the eyeballs, little robotic arms here sort of making pincers of sorts, and the subtle mix of both sci-fi and sort of primitive shapes. Really good. One of the best things I've seen in the game. So well done to Phix. Justarantula Memento TR2727. Again, the link will be in the description. Something a little different now with Christmas coming up. That you may well be wanting to add in some sort of festive set pieces to your park to celebrate the festive season, and this is absolutely perfect for it. This is Fantasy Gingerbread Lily's Candy House. Wow, look at this. It is small but perfectly formed. A fantastic building using a selection of fantasy pieces. There is lots of art pieces in there as well. There is just so many different bits here that I'm going to struggle to pick a few bits to show you, but I just want to have a good look at this. It's just a set piece. I mean, I guess you could maybe add a shop in there somewhere, perhaps where this doorway is here, but for me it's just a great way of sort of filling out some scenery. A couple of things I really want to show you here though. First of all, this stucco floor piece, I have to go into the building, this stucco floor piece, stucco roof, flat rounded, but painted a brown colour. Doesn't that look like a huge chocolate bar? Fantastic. Really just shows you how much just one little bit of colour can make all the difference. And also, we have a Christmas update coming out in just a couple of days' time, actually. In fact, it'll be tomorrow, I think, by the time this video goes out. So we may not need to use techniques like this to create snow. I've got a feeling we may be getting some snow pieces, but how good does this look? A little bit of snow along the bottom here using the oblate spheroids. And also, look at these. These are this piece here, the large milkshake. But placed into the ground, and sort of just all she's done is just move the X and Y axis a little. It just creates an absolutely stunning representation of snow. And then all down here as well, you've got the cherries sort of popping out again. They're just the cherries built into the top of that. I mean, real attention to detail and the use of the sort of Z hiding where stuff gets hidden behind other pieces. It really is fantastic. And one of my personal favourite bits is, and it's, you know, it could not be there and you probably wouldn't notice, but the fact that it is, just here we have an actual Looney Balloon sign. I'm going to drag it out so you can see. Look at that, Looney Balloon sign, but whoopsie daisy, tucked in. Tucked into there. I've got rid of it now, haven't I? Let's have a look. Go back to blueprints for a minute. Buildings. You get a sneak peek of... oh no, it's under here. You might get a sneak peek of what's coming next, but let me just place that down for 1 second. The fact that that Looney Balloon sign is in there just to sort of fill out a bit of colour. It's really, really great. And the use of the art pieces around the back here to create biscuits and cakes. It's just stunning, Lily. Really, probably one of my favourite things I've seen in the game so far. Really great use of scenery items, and it's really good stuff. So there you go. That's Fantasy Gingerbread, Lily's Candy House. Again, the link will be in description. The last piece I want to show you today is another sci-fi piece. This is Sci-Fi Shopping Centre Entrance, Tokyo 2116 by Escoces Gamer. I do apologise if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And again, absolutely stunning use of the sci-fi pieces, and also pretty much every single sign in the game, both custom and not. I just want to give you a quick overview while the light's on, but this thing really comes alive at night. So it's full of shops. It's an entrance way for either the area of a sci-fi area or the park, or even, but it's full of shops, pretty much a little bit of everything really. Chief Beef, Info, Cosmic Cow, but the use of the neon signage and the sci-fi pieces here, it's absolutely stunning. Again, before I want to go nighttime, I just want to show you a couple of little bits. One thing I really love about this, it just shows you how varied you can be within a theme. Now, I know I spoke about this before, about using multiple themes to create your own. Such as, you know, you see a lot of people using Western and sci-fi together with maybe a little bit of pirate even to get sort of like a steampunk theme. But what I love about this is pretty much just sci-fi and signage, but this is very different to both the original sci-fi that comes with the game, which is sort of like a 60s sort of almost retro science fiction, and also a lot of the sci-fi I'm seeing other people do, which is very sort of neo sci-fi, or even sort of quite grungy sci-fi, almost like a Star Wars type look. Whereas this here, I mean, it's very much like a future Tokyo, or even something like Fifth Element. It reminds me of, you know, these sort of very sort of highly built cities. What I think is a really nice touch is a lot of the signage he's used. He's named sort of famous YouTubers who create Planet Coaster content. So Advo TV, delay designer there, probably some others that I don't even recognise, but you may well, Silverette, and obviously himself there, El Escoces Gamer, I believe. But wait till you see this thing at night. Wow. Absolutely stunning. It really does come into its own at night time. Pretty much every single piece lights up. And one thing I will say about this, the fact that these neon signs that I saw in the game, I was like, oh, they're gross. They're really not nice. They don't look good at all. Here, they look absolutely stunning. They fit so well. It's just, honestly, really, really impressive build. A real nice mix of sci-fi, neon, and some signage. Just little things like the dino sign here, but being surrounded with these neon signs. We can go in. Each of these is separate buildings, but we can go in and just sort of see that he's used. Again, I say he, it may well be her. You know, these sort of little bits just the edge of that sign is all they wanted. I keep doing that, I shouldn't do that, should I? The edge of that sign is all they needed to create that fantastic bit of kit. Again, I just placed it down incorrectly. But yeah, absolutely stunning, a really fantastic design. That is the Sci-Fi Shopping Centre entrance, Tokyo 2116 by L Escoces Gamer. Stunning, really, really fantastic looking bit of kit. So there you go, 4 very different but equally stunning designs. I didn't even show you the fairy tale house there lit up. It looks stunning. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these. If you've got some of your own creations as well, please pop them down in the description. The only thing I will say though, guys, they do have to be good, and I mean really good, to the point where, and I'll be totally honest with you, none of my own designs would feature on this series because I just don't think they're good enough. They need to be really highly detailed, just like all of this stuff is, and also very easy to place down in people's parks. A lot of my stuff that I have on the Steam Workshop is stuff that I built for myself with a lot of terrain. Doesn't really work that well in other people's parks, but all of these are very easily placed in to other people's parks. So anything that you think would be suitable, especially if it's from a contributor to the channel, please pop it down in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these as well, or less of them, or you are interested, you're not interested. Just throwing this out there as a sort of as a pilot episode, really. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. It really does help at the channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.